Helicopter Association International proudly presents the Salute to Excellence Law Enforcement Award, sponsored by MD Helicopters. This award recognizes significant contributions to the promotion and advancement of helicopters in support of law enforcement. On the night of January 11, 2017, Riverside County Sheriff's Deputies Jerry Osterloh and Eric Bashta responded to a call for assistance by a California Highway Patrol officer who had stopped a reckless driver suspected of driving under the influence of intoxicants. As the helicopter approached the scene, Tactical Flight Officer Osterloh observed the driver remove a rifle from the cab of his pickup truck and begin firing at the patrol officer and his vehicle. Osterloh immediately radioed for assistance on multiple frequencies as the suspect emptied an entire magazine, returned to the truck to reload, and then fired additional rounds into the driver's door of the police car. Believing he had shot the officer, the suspect returned to his vehicle and sped away. The CHP officer radioed that he was uninjured, adding that the driver also had a woman and 2 children in the truck. Bashta and Osterloh pursued the truck, keeping the helicopter's spotlight trained upon it and broadcasting its location, speed, and direction over the radio. During the flight, Osterloh observed the driver continuing to fire the rifle at pursuing officers and warned them of the threat. As patrol cars backed away appropriately, Bashta and Osterloh continued the pursuit in their helicopter. The suspect left the freeway and entered a suburban neighborhood, stopping in front of a residence. The driver then exited the vehicle and prepared an ambush for pursuing ground officers, firing at arriving units. Using a FLIR camera, Osterloh directed SWAT officers safely toward the suspect's location. At that point, the suspect began firing at the helicopter, orbiting 600 feet overhead, shooting 60 to 80 rounds at the deputies. The deputies held position, circling the suspect and continuing to broadcast his actions and location in and around the house. A second police aviation unit arrived from the Riverside Police Department, and Bashta coordinated their flight operations as Osterloh kept watch on the suspect. The suspect entered the home, then came back outside repeatedly, seeking officers to shoot. Osterloh's updates over the radio allowed officers on the ground to advance safely. After approximately 30 minutes, a SWAT deputy witnessed the suspect exiting the building and engaged him, ending the threat. Once the incident ended, law enforcement officers concluded that the suspect intended this to be a murder-suicide event. Due to the efforts of Deputies Bashta and Osterloh, no officers or members of the public were injured, and the suspect's girlfriend and children were also uninjured. Please join me in congratulating Deputies Jerry Osterloh and Eric Bashta, recipients of the 2018 MD Helicopters Law Enforcement Award.